Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your second quarter reading. That's April, May, and June of this year. I am doing personal readings, and the information for that you can find in the description box below. I am giving away free readings on or about the first of the month, and I do appreciate all of you who have given so generously. It's deeply appreciated. And I appreciate all the feedback and comments I get as well. So thank you to those, but also more importantly, thank you to those of you that are here with me in present time, whenever that way it may be, whenever you find me. It's deeply appreciated, whatever support that you give me. So in advance, thank you. And for Scorpio, for your second quarter, the Three of Swords. I am aware that I naturally, with Sagittarius rising, tend to look optimistically at even the most challenging cards. And Three of Swords is one of the most challenging. The experience of disappointment, failure, or heartbreak is one of the most difficult things to experience, to make sense out of in the moment, and particularly when they are the result, in some cases, in many cases, of some responsibility that we may bear in the conditions under which we experienced a failure, a disappointment, or a heartache. The learning curve is very high. And in this case, I do believe, Scorpio, you are deeply understanding the way in which you have experienced some kind of significant failure in your estimation. I don't think this is about judging yourself. I think this is about understanding your deeper needs and the way in which you have understood that you can supply yourself with those things that others have not been able to supply you with. And this is about finding the power of your love, your self-respect, honoring yourself, forgiving yourself for being a human being, for needing not only to for desperately wanting something that you ultimately have understood that you can supply yourself. And this takes sometimes a very long time to understand at the deeper level that you have been wounded or hurt. So, and some wounds are things that cannot be cured. And I have spoken in the past about the planet Chiron, mostly the story of Chiron, the wounded healer, and that he is often described in terms of the wound that he received through friendly fire, that he traded his immortality for. He donated it to humankind, to Prometheus, who was being punished for having stolen fire from the gods. But Chiron actually was born in a state of wounding. He was his original trauma was as a child of rape and as a disfigured, because he was half man and half horse, in such a way that his mother, in horror, abandoned him. So that all goes to describe the way in which some wounding, some trauma is never totally healed. And I must be telling you that for a reason, but it is the motivation that Chiron became the phenomenal philosopher, a sage, educator, martial artist, doctor, healer that he became. An incredible teacher to numerous children and individuals that we know as supposedly heroes. So this is bearing on an experience that you're having at this current time, perhaps the lessons that you're able to share with others through your most creative and deeply felt pain. In April, the Magician is describing your ability to leverage this wounding, this trauma that you've experienced into words, into language that is clearly inspired by the grace that you have earned through the self-healing you've gone through, and healing this wound, this original trauma, this thing that marks you as different from others, this gift that you have gained as a result of your need to understand who you are and why you are. And for you that are creatives particularly, you are finding your greatest inspiration in your desire and capacity to understand this wound deeply in the way that it binds all humans together. The compassion it allows you to experience, but also the language that unites people in this desire to be healed, to self-heal, and thus to respect your experiences, recognize them as gifts, and offer their lessons to others. There's a new you that you may be experiencing. Certainly, no one experiences a major arcana in a month, in a day, even in a year. This is something you've been building over a lifetime, but it's taking a new, fresh form in the month of April, or there is an outward picturing of this experience in April for you to see. Perhaps a new contact, a new project, a new experience, a new organization or effort that you're mounting. In May, the Ten of Pentacles is about legacy. Somehow you're leveraging this project as the result of your appreciation that you have the life, the privileges, the skills and abilities you have as a result of the efforts of those who've come before you. And you're at a point in life where you're able to give that back and to support others in generating, learning how, showing how you have learned to generate abundance in your life and maximizing opportunities for others to do the same. So that is a way of describing the legacy that you're participating in. Perhaps you're launching a project that revolves around a family tree, a historical or ancestral heritage, a cultural heritage that you are investing in some significant way, creating opportunities for others for the next generation. In June, the King of Cups, I'm getting the sense of a kind of command that you have over a project. It's almost as though what you have begun, what you are initiating, replicates the process of healing itself. So as a story that you're telling, perhaps a piece of creative work that you're presenting, you re-experience the healing of your narrative through the reception of others, through your audiences, through your students, through your clients, through your collaborators, so that this again maximizes the experience of your own emotional maturity and allows you to be in the position of supporting others, advising others, telling your story as one of transforming your vulnerability into a source of your greatest creative strength. Scorpio, if you're enjoying this reading at any level, please like this video, share this with others who may enjoy it or find some usefulness in it. Share, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It is deeply appreciated, and I pulled abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. And before I do that, I'm going to pull a hummingbird oracle, and I've slammed out Mother's Love. You are being wrapped in loving wings of comfort and protection. Interesting, right? So it's interesting how a wounded heart is actually providing you with the skills and tools, the compassion to support and uplift others. Creating a safe space comes to mind for this very vulnerable sharing of experiences in the work that you're doing in some way. I'd love to hear how that's working for you. In April, the Magician is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. You have accomplished something very important. You are tweaking and working on some new project, some new beginning in a way that allows you to keep reevaluating it, to recognize that it is this experience of continuously reinvesting, reassessing the way that you're utilizing the resources you have to build, to grow, to expand, to distribute whatever it is you're creating. And this in and of itself is an accomplishment. This is an achievement. So wherever you are in this process of creating something, of building something, of expressing something, presenting it to others or the world, is in a flow that is, again, replicating the healing process itself. The Ten of Pentacles in May, this legacy is clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. I do see you convening a community. You're not doing this work alone by no means, even though you are perhaps the teacher, the advisor, a leader in some way. But you are intentionally working as part of a collaboration by finding like-minded individuals, others with similar skills, building networks around this tribe that you are convening as part of this work. And this is really consolidating not only the way that you are giving back to the community, a community, as an expression of recognizing the privilege that you have been able to access as a result of what has been given to you by those that came before you, but you're ultimately cultivating your own garden in this very beautiful, protected way, in this way that enhances your stability and security, but moreover, your autonomy. And this is essential for you as a creative. You must have the authority of your own voice. You must have, and this is helping you to stabilize your authority and your gifts, the way that you manifest your services or your products to others in a way that allows you to cultivate a garden that is protected, that is safe, that is secure, so that you can do the work of addressing the source of inspiration, of learning, of growth for you in a way that allows you to leverage that so that you are continuously investing and manifesting greater benefits for yourself and others. The King of Cups in June is clarified by the Three of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Just about everyone has received a similar message in June, and it really does feel here as though the ability to protect your source of inspiration, your source of kind of this well of information, of experience that you are, that fuels your creative expression, is key to not only the things that you can create and build with others, the new projects and efforts that are spinning off of this collaborative team that you work with and among. This is also the source of your ongoing harmony, your ongoing protection, your ongoing healing. And this is key to the opportunity that you convene through your teaching, through your services, through your products, is giving voice to this need for self-respect, self-honor, for forgiveness, for being human, really. The way that we all struggle with our ideals and the small steps we seem to be able to make towards that. And despite that, the ability of you to master, to the extent that it is possible, your feelings, your emotions, to be able to use those in a way that serves you and those and others. I'm going to finish this reading with a crystal oracle, and out pops the odd-looking bougie stones. Bougie, like bougie, bourgeois. And the key word is balance. I am balanced, whole, and complete. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for this powerful reading. Until next time, namaste.